You know, in the last video, I told you folks that I love horror, that I've grown up on horror, that I basically breathe horror, and that not a lot of things truly scare me in the world of horror. But there is actually 3 things that scare the crap out of me. Number 1, spiders. Number 2, needles. And for number 3, children. Yes, if you've ever had to work retail or anything that had to do with public service, children are fucking scary. Now I know that some of you out there are probably thinking, how can we send a needle spider to scare the noob? Well, go fuck yourselves. But let's get on the subject of children. Children in horror films are quite frightening. They scare the living crap out of me because something that should be so innocent, so pure, in horror films tend to turn out to be some of the most evil motherfuckers you could ever find. Luckily, I found a way to creep myself out a little more. I recently found a manga that really proves that children can be evil. The title of this manga is called Children, and of course, judging by this cover, this is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
Now, when I first saw this cover, it was very colorful. There's a happy little girl on there. At first, I did not notice the knife that she's holding, so little did I know of what I was walking myself into. The story starts out with a young college student arriving at a job that he has taken during his summer vacation. His name is Toru. Now, Toru, like I said, is your basic, normal person. He is a college student. He's 18 years old. During this summer vacation, he has decided to take a part-time job that's going to pay him 3 million yen. Now, for anyone in the West that does not know the money transfer of yen to US dollars, 3 million yen roughly comes out to just shy of $28,000. And for a 6-month part-time job, that's actually pretty damn good. The job entitles him to go out into the mountain areas where there is a school full of children. Now, his job, from how he understands it, is he's going to be helping take care of these children. When he first shows up, he finds a young girl praying over what looks like a mound of dirt. This young lady is the headmistress. Her name is Sakureko. And just look at this face. Look at how innocent this young face is. Nothing could go wrong with this. If only I had known. The beginning of this manga kind of acts out like normally it would when, getting a job dealing with children. Our young protagonist, he is led into the school. Some of the kids try to mess with him. He tries to make nice with the kids. During the meals, he tries to teach them how to pray, and they play around a lot. And so far, it seems like it's going to be one of those happy-go-lucky kind of stories. But that is pretty much the end of his happy times at his job. During the night, he has some trouble sleeping. He's very attracted to the girl that he met, and, new locations, kind of hard to sleep. So he gets up, he walks around, and when he looks outside, he sees this strange little girl that he does not recognize. She's pointing and walking away to something, and he decides, I'm going to go find out what's with this kid, because my job is to take care of the kids. The girl disappears. But the area that she led him to, there's this giant duffel bag that is sitting on the ground. And of course, he's curious. What the hell is this bag? Why is it here? What's in it? And he goes to investigate. It is then that he realizes something is really wrong, because the bag is filled with bodies. Now, of course, our main boy, like anyone else, freaks the fuck out. He backs off. He's looking at it, trying to figure out why is there bodies in there. And when he turns around because he hears movement behind him, all the kids are there. And I mean, they've got some creepy ass looks, and they're all carrying what looks to be weapons. This is when he finds out what his real job is, because these kids go to town on these bodies, and some of them are dead and some of them are alive. And when I say go to town, I mean they start killing them, decapitating them, chopping them up. These are not normal kids. They are happily enjoying this. And to them, it's normal. There's even this one scene where this little girl, gotta be nowhere older than 5 years old, takes an axe to someone, chops him up many times, and then goes, I'm sleepy, I want to go take a nap. What the fuck? am I reading? Now, our boy is freaking the fuck out. He is just a normal kid. He does not know what's going on. And after passing out, he wakes up and he's still trying to figure out what the hell's going on. It's then that the young lady decides to tell him what his real job is. His real job is to help dissect the adults that are here and empty them out. If you've ever done any hunting and done like deer hunting and you've had to open up the carcass, remove the organs, drain the blood, that is literally what his job is here. They do that. They chop off the heads, they hang up the body, they bleed him out, they chop up the body, they remove the organs, all in a ritual that is just normal to these kids, and they don't even bat an eye. Our main guy, he freaks the fuck out, but because he's technically an adult, they kind of look at him a little weary, except for the mistress. She seems to be kind of liking him. Of course, she's like 14, so she's coming in at an age where she likes boys, so that might have something to do with it. But she also doesn't fully spoil him. At one point, when he's talking about running away because he's not to be doing this, she literally slices his leg open with a knife, telling him that children who do not follow the rules will be disposed of. This manga is really, really creepy because all these children, the headmistress is maybe the oldest one there and she's 14. Everyone else is like, there's a 12-year-old, an 11-year-old, and most of them look like they're 4, 5, and 6. There's even one that's still a baby that's 3 years old. And all of them seem to be okay with killing and chopping up these humans. There's even a point in this manga where one of these kids is very annoyed with Toru because he was refusing to kill. He's refusing to attack a living person. So this child decides that he's going to test Toru. The child decides to do what they call the copycat game. The child takes a spoon to this living woman, tells her to look over, and then gouges this woman's eye out with a spoon. And I mean, they show you straight out the kid's holding the eyeball. Afterwards, there's a gaping hole in her head, and the kid says, now you do it. Prove to me that you can do it, or else I'm going to dispose of you. Now, at first, he's not going to do it. He's freaking out. He says, I can't do it to a human being. So that kid literally chops the back of her head, killing her, and then tells him to do it again. The derangement of these children is... I don't know how to describe the level of what the fuck I felt every chapter I was reading. These kids are going at it like it's just a normal day for them. Kill a body, chop it up, throw the pieces into the river, burn the bones. They are just doing this like it's normal. Hell, they even have a whole freezer unit full of bodies hanging upside down. It's just not right. And of course, our main protagonist, he's freaking out because he just wanted to be there to make some money and then go back to college. But how is he going to have to go back to college now that he has technically been part of a murder scene? More and more bodies seem to be dropped off to this school, and all of them are adults. Good adults, bad adults, we don't know. All we know is that every time a body is dropped off, the kids go take care of this body. Kill it, dissect it, chop it up, toss it in the river, do all this stuff. And the headmistress calls it turning the bodies into stars. What this ritual means, I have no clue. They have not fully shown it, but it is dark, it is demented, and the art style really brings out that creepy factor when they go to dissecting it and killing, to the point where, as much as I think this is disgusting and terrible, I can't turn away. I am actually looking for the next chapter. There's so far been only one volume out so far. They're on volume 2, which is so far about, I think, 7 chapters on the website I'm reading it on. But I want to know more. I want to know, why is this happening? The headmistress, she says she's been doing it for 10 years, so that means she's been doing it since she was 4. Who taught her? Why are they there? Why are all these children there? What happens when they become adults? Do they then get killed? These are questions I need to know, that I want answered. It is just creepy because as much as seeing little kids kill these adults without a care in the world, in fact, even laughing at it sometimes, the sick part of me still wants to see more of this. Well, folks, that is my creepy manga recommendation for you. Like I said, there's only one volume out as of right now. I want to see how far it's going to go. I want to know where the story's going to be, and I hope that maybe this would be a good psychological horror novel for you. Would you like to see the creepy kids killing? Do you think that you have the stomach for it? Or is it just not your cup of tea? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, folks, I'm the Noob. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch y'all next time. See ya!